So to begin with, Antisaint, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, especially at such a busy time as you gear up for your debut UK performance at Download Festival in a few days. That is a smile-inducing thing to say. So nice and simple, how are you currently feeling?
We're feeling great. I've been in the UK for a couple of days now. I've been enjoying the Donington area. It's been really cool to just explore a new country. We've never been here before, and we dropped off our merch at the grounds the other day, and it all became so real right away. So super excited.
How about you, Matt?
Yeah, like Andrew said, we were on the grounds yesterday, and it's just starting to feel real, you know. It's a massive, just massive event that we've never been a part of, and uh, just seeing like Metallica's stage being built and all that, it's very exciting. You know, got a couple days of rehearsal here, and then it's the thing. So it's finally here.
We're almost there. Is the waiting at this stage particularly painful, or are you finding ways to enjoy the journey that you're on right now to get to the stage?
Definitely the waiting's been kind of it was weird. Like time passed by so quickly until about a couple weeks ago, and then suddenly it was like crawling to get here. And then now that we've been here, uh, it's gone by a little quick just because we've been busy. Like we went to Kiss last night, and just we have a pretty structured day the next couple of days with rehearsal and stuff. But I figure once download starts, the first couple of days of the festival are going to be pretty slow, and then it's going to all of a sudden just go by real quick.
It's all about the night before, what you do. I think the day before it's going to be the most intense. You know, it will feel quite chilled until you hit that Friday, and then it's the night before Saturday, and you've got to be super sensible, of course, because of the time that you are on. But take me back then. How long ago did you get the call or email to actually play? Do you remember how you felt at the time?
Yeah, we got the official invite last November, I think it was, right, Andrew? Yeah.
Oh my.
So it's been half a year that we've known, and yeah, it was very exciting. I mean, the news came off of at the end of a tour, and so we were just really excited about the opportunity, and we knew that still a while to go, but this is our first festival that we're doing, so it's huge for us, and for it to be Download of all the festivals is really cool because Andrew and I we grew up like watching AC/DC live at Donington Park live DVD as like one of our just inspirational forms of media, and to be at the same grounds as that is just crazy.
What have you been doing to get yourself as prepared as possible to play?
Ooh, I mean, personally, I was running through the set 5, 6 times a day. It's a short 25-minute set, but I want to make sure it's tight and that we're going full force, punching people in the face for 25 minutes.
There's not a lot you can do really beyond that, is there? I mean, what about mental preparation? Because, I mean, you've toured, you have played live. This isn't like a first time ever thing, but it is ultimately, when it comes down to it, Download Festival, you said, it is a festival experience and it's a first time in the UK. What about mental preparations? What do you do to kind of get yourself in the mindset?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like you said, we've gotten experience, and I'm just trying to take it like any other show, even though it's not. I, I just got to go with the instinct that once it starts, the crowd energy, just got to feed off of that and just do my thing, you know. I've been invited and accepted, and to me that's enough for that, you know. I belong here and can do this. So I'm just trying to take it like any other show, you know. And I'm sure I'll be a little nervous a couple minutes before the set, but just gonna ease into it and do my thing.
Adrenaline will keep you going, and as you said, you don't look into this. This is Download 20th anniversary. It is a completely sold out event. You don't look into being part of this. You're here via your talent and name alone. Does that come into your mind, the fact that it is a sold out event? You talk about being on the site, but you've seen it empty. In a few days' time, it is going to be absolutely bloody packed to the rafters.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can finally sort of visualize it, you know, since we were on the grounds and see where the dog tooth is in relation to the main tooth. The main stage. And it's crazy. Like I poked my head inside the tent for a little bit, and I was like, wow, this is even bigger than I thought it was going to be just inside the tent. So it's going to be pretty wild to see just, you know, a seeming sea of people all day.
Well, it is a lot of people's favorite stage. A lot of bands cut their teeth on that stage, and still big bands playing upon it. Saturday, 12:30, we celebrate Dogtooth stage. You're opening it. What's the plan to get as many people at that stage as possible at that, let's be honest, a little bit of an ungodly time?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're gonna go and go around the camps, give out. We got guitar picks for the event with the merch design on it. You know, we've been doing a bunch of podcasts. The Dear Download guys had us on for an entire episode.
Oh, fantastic!
So it's I feel like we've been getting a lot of good coverage out here for such a, you know, for the first slot on Dogtooth. But like you said, a lot of people just like that stage because it's where bands cut their teeth, you know. And I think that's the exciting part is we have, you know, we're hungry for this performance and all that. Not that I'm saying that all the, you know, headliners are and everything, but it's another show for them. It's not another show for us. So I think that's kind of where the energy is a little different in the festival for bands like us.
That's a fascinating way to put it, because are you kind of seeing this as your launching pad for Antisaint in the UK? This, let's not say test the waters, but the first opportunity, and it is a huge opportunity. So then people to go, oh, did you see Antisaint at Download? And then if you come back in the future on a tour, say, for example, you're not on a complete unknown.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just kind of moving up the ladder. Like there was a YouTuber that I stumbled upon, you know, just while looking up live performances of Download on the Dogtooth stage, kind of get a feel for what I'm in for. And he wanted to review every single band on each stage because in previous downloads that he went to, he realized that some of his favorite bands that were on the main stages now were actually at that Dogtooth like opening part. So it's really cool to kind of be part of this and see where it goes in the future, you know.
Yeah, the idea and the dream, I suppose, it's all about the growth. Start there, build up, and next time it's main stage or second stage, and who knows what decade may bring, and suddenly you're under the bright lights of the headline slot. It is 25 minutes though. That is going to fly by. Do you think you'll be able to take in that moment? It is a phenomenal achievement, but it's going to fly by. Are you going to be able to take a moment, do you think, to just look out and breathe it in?
I mean, I'm going to do my best too. But in all honesty, like the set time that we have, man, our set is running 24 minutes and 32 seconds of that 25 minutes. And it is just boom, 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 boom. So maybe during the guitar change, when we have about 30 seconds, I'll be able to like hopefully have half a second there to like be like, whoa. But I'm just going to be doing my best to just be looking up the whole time and rocking out and not looking at my shoes and, just enjoy it. But if it's going to be like any other set, the songs are going to seem so slow when we're playing them, but the set in its entirety is going to fly by way quicker than it actually did. So it's a very weird experience.
It is, and it is. I think it's going to be such a unique experience, and it is. It's going to be over before you know it. I think we can all confidently agree on that. But even if you don't get it during the show, it ends, and you at least get a chance to take a breath then, and picture and so on. So that at least those memories will be there. Are you going to be around the entire weekend?
Yeah, we're gonna be, all 4 days we're gonna be there. Plan on, like I said, walking around camps and stuff, handing out guitar picks like this that we made just for download. The backside's got a little QR code with all of our socials, and the first thing's gonna be like Dogtooth 12:30, 12 Saturday. And then just go see bands that we haven't been able to see before. Go see Metallica again. It's been a lot of years since I've seen them. And just hang out with people and get to know, the people that go to download every year and brave it so much. Like it's really cool to see just how much of a deep following this festival has. So just to connect with the true hardcore fans, it's just the festival too.
Aside from Metallica, is there anyone else you're really looking forward to seeing? Anyone you're going to be checking out? Maybe even smaller down in the bill on the likes of the Dogtooth.
Oh yeah. Later on Saturday, Greg Puciato's playing the Dogtooth, and I've never seen him. Definitely want to see him. Really excited to see Ghost, Architects, Avatar. I saw them on Shiprocks a couple of years ago, and they're so good. But yeah, I'm probably honestly on like Sunday, I plan on staying at the Dogtooth quite a bit. There's a band Hawks that I like that's playing. I think they're like third that day on the stage. But just to check out, a lot of the bands that are coming up at the same time that, maybe next year they're not on the Dogtooth, maybe they're on the third stage or, Opus stage. And then a couple of years time, hopefully Apex.
How about you, Matt?
I'm looking forward to for the big names, Slipknot, Disturbed. I really like kind of that dark synthwave stuff. So there's Carpenter Brut and Perturbator that I'll be getting down to late night. Greg, like Andrew said, really cool music. I think it's like it's kind of like Nine Inch Nails and Alice in Chains collide, and it's badass stuff. Architects for sure. I'm just excited to take in all the different festivities, and just people watch too. That'll be a big thing.
Oh, for sure. And the opportunity to do that, the way this set up and so on. I mean, I love the grounds. I love the festival, and the Sears lineup is simply incredible. Your sport for choice. You've already named so many. And there's so many more as well. Like I said, you're part of that bill that can't be forgotten, that all these bands are playing and you are there alongside them. But also, I listen to Antisaint and I get to enjoy your music. And I think, okay, I'm hearing something that can belong at almost any festival within the UK. I believe you could appear, let's say, throw that on the line at the likes of Bloodstock, for example. But hey, there's also things like Glastonbury and Leeds and Reading and so on. Do you get that vibe? Do you feel like you guys can belong at any particular festival? It doesn't really matter.
I think we can definitely fit on most rock and metal stuff, because kind of the way we wrote Vaticinate, we kept it a little diverse. We broke it up into 3 parts, and each part is different. First part's more rock, and the second part is heavy and then metal, and the third part is a little combination of both. So yeah, like we can tailor our set list to different crowds. Like we're playing Download, this week. Next week when we return to the US, we're playing I'm not going to say a softer show, but it's less on the scream stuff for sure. So yeah, we try to be in a position where we can say, yeah, we can open up for this act and we can open up for this act and tailor to the different crowds, and people still like it.
Anything and everywhere. And of course, you are going to be releasing a brand new single the day before you play. It's called Paradise. So how does this track compare to what you did on Antisaint?
It's definitely in a lot of ways a continuation of it, but also there's growth, and there's the addition of like heavier electronics in it than we've done before. So we're kind of taking it. I kind of view it as like a little bridge to where we're going to be going next. So it's a really cool song. I love that song so much. And Matthew's lyrics and chorus is fantastic. It's basically about just how we're all kind of addicted to social media, and we're living life vicariously through each other's accounts, and everything always has to look perfect and great. And Matthew's been making this incredible visualizer to go along with the song that will be releasing in a week or two after the song drops. So I don't know, we're just really excited to debut it live at Download, have it out the night before so that everybody that hears it can just automatically add it to their playlists, and keep celebrating the song as it's come out. And I don't know, I think it's going to be a really career defining song for us, honestly.
Wow. I was well an opportunity for everybody to learn the lyrics. Let's get on that, people, because I think what a moment that will be to hear that sung back at you.
Yeah, this Antisaint was kind of a concept album a little bit, based on like 1984 and Brave New World. But this next chapter that we're working on, it's going to be more grounded to what the emotions and kind of just how life was as a creative person during the pandemic. So this first song, Paradise, like Andrew said, is kind of that like vicarious look into this perfect life, and literally that's all we were able to do for the past 2 years was look at everything we couldn't pursue, and it just drove me nuts. So I I think it's a little bit of a celebration to debut it at such a defining event like Download for our lives. Like this is one to check off the bucket list, and it's going to be very special to play it there.
So ultimately, Paradise is part of a bigger Antisaint picture.
Yes.
The future is very exciting. Of course, you are, a relatively new band who got held up effectively by COVID, the COVID years. Yet, regardless of that, your name is getting out there. It is not easy to draw eyes and ears on a band yourselves these days. You know that everybody's vying for very, very small amounts of space online. So, what do you guys attribute your success so far to?
Probably just sticking with it. Matthew and I have been playing music together for over half our lives. Prior to Antisaint, it was a different band name, but we've been doing this for quite a while. So over the pandemic, when we basically changed the name of the band and kind of started from ground zero again, but we took all that experience from the previous band and just kind of did things a lot better from the start, learn from our mistakes and do that. And luckily, like during that time, I've had a relation with a couple bands that I've worked for a couple of years, and We got invited to go on tour with Drowning Pool. That was one of the
Course.
relationships I've had. So I think it's just from that, and then the right people saw us, and that's that's all it really takes. It's just getting lucky every once in a while, and having the right eyes and ears see and hear you, and then suddenly opportunities are presented, and I look at download as a massive opportunity to get to that next level, because you're not only playing in front of thousands of people, but there's industry people there, there's labels, there's managers, and it's our job to win them over just as much.
I love that. I love that. It is fair to acknowledge, I say it does take just a tiny snippet, small bit of luck in this world these days. But regardless, you ain't going nowhere without skill, talent, and drive. I think that's the most important thing. That's what I get from you guys as well, is drive. And I love the excitement that's around download. Some rock and metal bands end up giving their listeners and fans like a nickname, a collective, so to speak, whether it be Slipknot, Maggots, and X like that. I was thinking about this last night, and I came up with several in my head. What would you call yours?
Oh man, that's tough. I it's I don't know, like there's the classic like Thinner from Drowning Pool, and a couple other
Ooh.
bands called him that, but I don't want to be like that. Uh I just never thought of it, Well, I mean, I had thought of it, but I've never come up with the solution to it. I don't know. What about you, Andrew?
It's tough just because the ones that I would want to gravitate towards, I feel like it'd be like either Ghost uses it already, or Sleep Token, or somebody like everything church related. I'm like, that's probably already been done and kind of cliche, so I feel like it's going to be something that is going to develop itself. Like the fans are going to figure out what they want to call themselves, and then we're going to get wind of it and just kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Roll with
Why
it.
didn't we think
Exactly
of that?
that.
Yeah. So if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears.
Fantastic. What about the rest of 2023? We don't look too far ahead because right now we are focused on download, but ultimately we are halfway through the year. There's another 6 months to go. Or is the goal realistically just to be as busy as possible? You say you go back to America, you got some shows then, right?
Yeah, it's definitely trying to be busy. If it's not shows or a tour, it's going to be writing this album and getting the
Of
next chapter
course.
sorted out. So, regardless of what we can and cannot control, we're going to be driving this thing this year for sure.
Complete faith in you guys are absolutely killing it at the moment. Right, we reached the point in the review. Now, this is technically a new segment. You are the first people to get to experience this. We have actually been doing it in a different format, but we've decided to pull in this skull. It doesn't have a name yet. There's currently a poll on Instagram going on to give it a name, and it's currently leading as Ozzy Osbourne, so it might end up being called that. It's a random set of cards which have a random amount of questions on them. They can be the dumbest thing in the world or the most serious question in the world. Nothing inappropriate or troublesome or anything like that. So I'm just going to pull them out at random, and you guys are going to answer them. Take it in turns. We'll start with you, Andrew, then we'll start with you, Matt. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
Groovy. Right, number one, we have got 84. What is the most annoying thing you do?
Man, there's probably a lot of annoying things that I do to Matt. Probably, honestly, what it's going to be, and this is going to seem really stupid, but Matthew and I are really big hockey fans. And there's a lot of times where we're watching hockey together, and I do my best. And I know this is a problem, but I pick up my phone, and then I'll miss a goal or something, or some big hit. And then Matthew gives me such crap all the time. And then I have to go wait for the highlight reel to watch it. So I'm going to say that's probably the thing that I do the most that annoys Matt, is just pick up my phone when I shouldn't be picking it up.
Fantastic. How about you, Matt?
Most annoying thing I do. Yeah, I could list a lot, but probably Probably just stupid vocal stuff, or I'm a big advocate for working out, and it can get a little obnoxious from time to time.
Okay.
I'll get my Swole Singer Society going on and stuff like that.
Oh, I love that. It's
Just
amazing.
whipping out the 6-pack from time to time.
Well,
That can
download is
annoy
in
them.
for a treat then.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, next one then. We have got 27, and it is, oh, what is your favorite swear word?
Fuck. All
Simple
day.
and easy.
Use it all the time.
I would say any of them.
Any of them. Okay. Number 11. Okay. Mario or Sonic, and why? Mario or Sonic, and why?
That's no question. That's Mario all day. The superior games by far. Superior movie by far. That new Mario Bros. Movie was excellent. I was dying. And we like, oh, Matt and I grew up on Nintendo. I think our first console was a Sega, but I didn't really like we had Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on it, but I never really got into it like I did like Super Mario 64. Oh my God, I crushed that game so many times. Every Mario game I loved. Luigi's Mansion. I'm gonna throw that in as Mario too, because the Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Mario all day.
Same. You can't beat the plumber, man. I mean, it's so iconic. I know Sonic's iconic. I think Sonic was kind of a little bit before my time. Like I know Mario was, but like the golden age of Nintendo was when I was growing up for sure. Like the GameCube era, the N64 era, all of that, and those games. Like I actually have a degree in game design,
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm a big video game guy, and yeah, you just can't beat Mario. Sorry, I'll fight you.
No dispute here, guys. No dispute, especially when you talk about specific areas and growing up. Those areas are my era as well. So, I get it. Okay, 34. Do you believe in ghosts or spirits?
Yeah. I don't know how I would label it, but our old house that we lived in Colorado definitely had something in the basement that I very much felt on nights. Like I'd be writing music late at night, and the second it would turn 11 p.m., something would be over my shoulder. I'd see a glimpse in the glass mirror or something. Like
Sinister feeling, or
yeah, totally. Like, and there's like we had an unfinished part of the basement that was used for storage, and there's one night specifically I remember like seeing like red eyes for a split second. I was like, going back upstairs.
Yeah, there are weird vibes in that house, man. Because we moved up to a new place during the pandemic, and I haven't felt the sensation like I did at that house. So I don't know if it was necessarily I don't know, spiritual, or if it was just where the just the ground and other elements of the earth just kind of creating a weird vibe going on. But yeah, it's possible. I'm open to it.
you felt it, you experienced it. Say no more. Goodness me. All right, number 1. What is your favorite holiday destination to date?
Ooh, I mean, I personally haven't really been on that many vacations. So I did shipwrecked a couple of years ago, and that was really fun. Going to I went to Mexico, Cozumel, and
Lovely.
Costa Maya. So yeah, I'll say that one for me.
In terms of vacations, I've only had one,
Mm.
and it was miserable.
Oh
no!
no!
Yeah, it was a cruise in the Caribbean, and I was in this like procedure in my braces era, and they were trying to fix my jaw, and they put this like device that was supposed to align it correctly, but just the entire process was screwed up from the start. And it ended up like just cutting open the inside of my mouth constantly throughout the entire cruise. And so it just ruined that whole thing. So,
Oh,
yeah.
oh my God, how horrible.
Oh, it was. It was awful.
Okay, let's move on. We got 72. What is something that never fails to make you smile?
Oh man. Hmm. Oh, I smile pretty easily, which is good and bad. But I don't know. I think just playing music, man. Every time I get the opportunity to play, um, on any kind of stage, big or small, I'm smiling the whole time, and it's the best smile. It's the most genuine smile. It's the most like soul warming smile to me. So yeah, anytime I get to play on stage.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's just being able to take people out of their out of their lives, like what they're dealing with and all that, and give them an hour to just get lost in our music and stuff, and seeing that that's what makes me smile, I think.
And let's not forget what is currently making you both smile is this coming Saturday at 12:30 on the Dogtooth stage. A download. Want to make sure we
It's
get it in
unreal.
it.
Unreal how quickly it's come up, and just so excited. So excited to do rehearsals today, and it's gonna really start to feel real after today because
Oh,
like I said, we 9 hour flight over, jet lagged as hell yesterday. I did for Kiss the other day too, and yeah, finally, get down to business and do the damn show.
considering all of that, it's so easy to forget you are going to be suffering jet lag and you did go to Kiss. You're literally on form this morning, guys. I really appreciate it. Right, number 7, 52. What is a horror movie scenario you would hate to be in?
Uh, Anything in the Saw movies.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Like I'm a bitch when it comes to pain, honestly. Like in my mind, I always run with like worst case scenarios with stuff, but man, any of those jigsaw traps. Mm-mm.
Any, I just want to follow up on that. Any particular trap for any of the movies that you thought looked like the one that being the worst you can remember?
Dude, it was like the one where like the dude's arm was like in that vice and it kept twisting, and then like eventually just like corkscrewed out his arm just like tore up. Oh, just disgusting.
Mm,
Or
nice.
the where they had to like sacrifice so much blood and they had to like go in that saw and cut like their arm in half. Like,
Yeah, chunks of flesh one, yeah.
yeah. Mm-mm.
How about you, Matt? What's the horror scenario you would hate to find yourself in?
I mean, yeah, any of those like self-mutilation things would be brutal, but like I don't know, I have a love letter to like the Alien movies and stuff, and I know some people debate if that's horror or not. I think it is. Like, so
Oh,
I
bloody
would
is,
say just
yeah.
being chased down by a creature, that would be terrifying, especially in like a dark, small corridor place and stuff like that.
Especially
I
if you could
always
end up.
enjoy those movies, seeing how like the crew members get killed off. It's always fascinating because all of them are going to die at some point.
Especially if you end up with something growing inside you afterwards as well.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. We'll do that. We'll get that. I got the. We'll do the classic. I'm infected with the alien inside me and just blow up in half. I mean, it's quick, but it's probably terrifying.
Yes, indeed. All right, number 6. What is the last thing you do before you go to sleep?
Lately, I've been like watching an episode or two of Better Call Saul, and then
Oh,
falling asleep to just some music, Sleep Token, The New Avenged, start the album, and I suddenly wake up and I don't remember half of it going by. And I'm like, oh, okay, hold the earbuds down, go to bed.
What wonderful lullabies.
Oh, especially the Sleep Token album. Fantastic to fall asleep to.
How about you, Matt?
I pretty much just work myself to sleep. You know, like this past week, I've been grinding away on the visualizer that's going to go out to Paradise in a couple of weeks. So if it's not like animation, it's game design, it's something. Yeah, I can't just fall asleep the way normal people do, apparently.
I don't know what normal is anymore. You know,
Sure.
so yeah. However you get to sleep, and as long as you're sleeping, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay, penultimate one. 86. What is your best habit?
I'm pretty good at drinking water, and I used to not
Oh,
be. Like
very important.
and it's funny because like
How is that a habit?
because it is
That's
a habit.
survival.
No, it's not, because you and I both know how much we both used to drink soda a lot. Like soda used to be our water, you know, and it would take me forever to drink a glass of water just because I couldn't, you know, I wanted sugar in it and all that. So like it's been a while since I've been on the water train, but it's still something that I'm like very conscious about. Like, drink water all the time. So that very important habit.
I love it.
That's funny. I think good habit for me is just finding time every day to be creative,
Oh,
no matter like what it is. Like if it's writing, if it's working on an animated thing, if it's doing some Photoshop stuff, whatever media, like I wear several hats. I do graphic design, I do video game design, I do music production, all that. So it's just finding time every day to be creative. I think it's something that a lot of people will try um, and just not stick with it. And I think that's the difference maker between a lot of successful people is just being that ability to tap into the creativity whenever you need to. So to keep that thing fresh and all that.
it is an incredible skill because you might be the most creative person in the world, but the world is so distracting and it's so easy to lose focus that if you are able to shut down and actually do that for a period of time, it was fantastic, putting it simply.
Yeah.
All right, guys, last one then for you. And we go to number 9. And it's, well, what a great one to end on. What is your favorite Disney animated movie?
Oh, man. The Lion King. It's tragic. It's so dark, and you never realize it as a kid. So yeah, Lion King.
Fair enough.
Oh man. Disney. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I guess I never really cared for Disney when I was a kid. Like, I think it's fair to say that, Andrew, right? Yeah.
Maybe throw Pixar in.
Yeah, throw Disney and Pixar in as well.
Pixar. Why are you looking at me like you know the answer?
We've really stumped you here. This one, this
You're
one,
right.
I want to stump you.
What would you say? You're smirking at me like.
I'm just surprised you haven't brought up Toy Story.
Yeah, I mean, Toy Story's cool. I don't have a love letter to it,
Should we
I don't know,
settle on?
man. Like,
Should we settle on that? You're just not. Yeah, you're just not a Disney
I'm not
fan.
a Disney guy. I'm not a Disney guy. Fight me.
No. Secretly, he wants to say Frozen.
Frozen?
We'll leave it there. Guys, let's not forget the most important thing of all. First, it's 12:30 Dogtooth Stage this Saturday at Download. Be there. That is when you play. The night before, we have Paradise, the brand new single, as well as you said, in a couple of weeks' time at Visualizer to go along with that new single. A continuing very busy year as you work towards a new album and play as many shows as humanly possible. I think you're going to kill it at the weekend. I have a lot of faith in you to do that, and the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this, fellas. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Carl. It was great to chat with you this morning, and thank you again for giving us a platform to talk about our music, talk about Download. We're so excited for it. I hope to see so many people there and meet everybody. And yeah, just can't thank you enough for your time today.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?